G'day guys, welcome back to Flashlight Crazy. I've got a very special review to do today. Granted, this is not part of my journey to find the perfect flashlight, but this was sent to me by Adam from Light Shop to review. This is his, and let's waste no time and get into it. This is the Acebeam W50. So this is pretty cool. It's easily the most expensive flashlight I've ever had my hands on. And so it comes in this snazzy box with, you know, this padding and all that sort of stuff. Now, inside the box, you will get a strap because it's quite heavy, so you can strap it on depending on if you're, you know, trekking through, wilderness and hunting or whatever. Or, you know, search and rescue, very good for that as well. So there's the strap. You will get a two-way USB-C charger. He didn't send that to me because I won't need it, but it is just a USB-C on both ends. One end will go into that, right? Right there, it'll go into, if you can see that, just there. And then this will go into the wall, and then the other end will go into the light. So, all right, here we go. So I'll put the box away. Okay, so this is the Acebeam W50. Now let's get a close up. Even closer, why not? Okay, so that is what the W50 looks like. It's got a handle to hold it, and you turn the fan on and off from this button here. But just while I'm showing you this, I'll tell you a few little things about it. So firstly, this is actually the world's most advanced blue laser to stimulate yellow phosphor, and then that forms the white laser. So let's see if we can get you a good shot down there. Like that. Now, this bad boy has flood and spot. So the floodlight, so what you do is you turn it on from here. So one of these buttons will actually zoom out, and when you zoom out, you will get your flood, and then the other one will zoom in, and when you zoom all the way in, that's your spot, okay? So your flood will give you about 16,000, just over 16,000 candela, and get you as far as about 255 meters. Your spot will give you 3,970,000 candela and just around 4 kilometers of throw. So that's what this bad boy does. Now, unscrewing the tail cap will expose the charging port right there, and that is where you charge your 12 times 18650 batteries. Okay, so that'll charge that, no worries. Put that back there. Just give you another quick look. Now, this light will also have high, medium, and low modes. So what that means is the highest mode will have 1200 lumens, and that's at the 3,970,000 candela. And then it'll just go down from there with your modes. Now, if we unscrew the bottom, so I unscrewed the tail cap to get you to the charger. Now I'll unscrew the bottom, and that is the contact areas. So you've got your contact where all the batteries live, and the contact for the light head there. Okay, so I'll screw this back up. Now, I don't know if this is an actual fact or not, because I haven't fact checked it, but I'm going to assume that this is the world's longest throwing LEP. This is the absolute emperor, the king, the leader of LEPs. Now, I'll just turn the fan on so you can hear it. One click. It's very quiet. If I turn it that way, it starts to tick. But you got to remember, this is a well-used light. This isn't a brand new light. This is well used. And listen to that. So when I hold it up normally, you can't even hear it. Click it again. It cycles down. So you can have 2 modes on your fan. Low mode and high mode. Depends on how long you're using it for. Depends on what output as well. If you got it on the highest output, you're probably going to want to have it on the highest fan. And then long press, turns it off. Now see here, hang on. See here, just there, that is your screw that you can actually undo this handle, fandle, whatever you want to call it. Because if you want to store it or something like that, you can unscrew it completely, and you can still operate the light without the fan. The fan's just going to help to keep it cool, so you can operate the light without the fan, no problem at all. So we'll go over the measurements, and I'll actually tell you the weight, because this is going to be far too heavy for my little scales to bear. But the weight is 1.9 kilos, including all the batteries. So what I'm holding here is 1.9 kilos, almost 2 kilos. Okay, so it's not too bad. You got the strap to help you out anyway, but it's not too bad at all, really. So the measurements of this, of the Acebeam W50, the light head is 7.8 or 9, 7.7 centimeters. And that looks to be pretty well the same all the way through. The back body where the batteries are does kick out a little bit, but only by honestly about 1 or 2 millimeters. Same as the tail cap. It's literally 1 or 2 millimeters more, 7.8 or 9. The length of the light is 21.6 centimeters. 21.6 centimeters. Okay, so not quite a 30 centimeter ruler. Not quite. And the measurement of the handle, where your hand will rest, is 10.5 centimeters. So that's plenty of room for, a hand. I've got probably average to large-ish hands-ish, and they fit perfectly in there. All 4 fingers fits great in there, and, easy to turn the fan on and off, and easy to hold it as well. I think this configuration is probably the best to hold it. It's just the most comfortable, although you can undo this, as I said, undo the screw, pull off the fan, and just use it like this, but you'd probably want to scroll those up and put the strap on just for a bit more comfort. So, just to give you a bit of a comparison, this is my Thor 3. So that's my Thor 3, Lumentop Thor 3, and that's the Acebeam W50 there, okay? So I'll just give you a look at the difference. That's the tail cap. Okay, so it is very much bigger than the Thor 3. But, this is going to be used by people who are serious hunters. It's going to be used by people who are, in the SES or in the military or even the fire brigade, or anyone that is going to potentially be searching a very, very long, open, wide area for something specific. It could also most certainly be used in things like helicopters or even in boats, to search for someone missing at sea or anything like that. So this is an industrial grade light. This isn't just a toy at all. So I'm very grateful to Adam and to the light shop for sending me this out to review, because it's just nothing like I've ever reviewed before. And just on that, I'll just apologize in advance if I miss anything, or if this review isn't as kind of in depth as I guess anyone would want it to be. I feel like I'm a little bit out of my league here with this thing. This is just so incredible. And I'm going to take you out for some night shots shortly, but I'll just quickly go over the UI again, just so you've got it. So as I said before, that big button there will turn it on, and then one of these buttons will zoom out into a flood, and the other one will zoom in into a spot, okay? And then hold the big button down whilst on, and that will cycle through low, medium, and high. And you just let it go when you want it, and then just a short press to turn it back off, okay? So the other really cool thing about this light is the lockout system. That is a no joke, absolutely no nonsense lockout button, or lockout shift, I guess. So just listen, it's locked now. Just listen to this and see how difficult it is for me to do it. Hear that click, and again, I'll lock it. Lock it is quite silent actually, but unlock. That's unlocked, and then lock. That's like a heavy duty lockout system. So what I might do actually is I might just turn the camera around and give you some beam shots on the wall, and then after that I will take this outside for some outside shots, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts, all right? So I don't think I missed anything. Oh, I did. This, the lens here has double-sided scratch-resistant coating. So look, Acebeam have killed it with this light. Really, it's a tough as nails light. It's a no-nonsense, all business, industrial grade LEP light, and it's got flood and spot capabilities. It's just incredible. I'm so privileged to even have this in my hand, let alone to be able to be given the opportunity to review it. So I'll just give you another look at it, just in case. Okay, so let's zoom right in. Okay, so that's it there. Just give you a quick look back. And these two metal things here, they slide around, and they are obviously for the strap to hang over your shoulder. Very heavy duty metal things here. Okay. All right, let's go out and do some night shots. Oh no, I'll do some shots on the wall first. Okay, so this is just on the wall. So that is zoomed out all the way. And now I'm going to push the top button, and that zooms all the way out. And I actually can't look at that on my white wall because it is blinding. So I'm just not going to look at it, but I'm just going to show on the camera. And the great thing is you can stop zooming at any time. So I'm zooming out, and you can just stop zooming at any time. Now I'll give you different mode outputs. So that's low mode. It's a lot better on the eyes. Zooming out, zooming in. Medium mode. Zoom out, zoom in. And high mode. Zoom out, zoom in. That is just crazily bright. And remember, to change modes, I'm just pressing and holding the big button. So back to low, and now I'm just going to turn it off, short press of the big button and it's off. Long press of the top button on the handle to turn the fan off. All right, let's do some night shots. All right, I'm out here with the Acebeam W50. That is on low, completely zoomed out. Step it up to medium. Look at that. That is so cool, man. Let's just go to high. Let's not stuff about, shall we? Look at that. That's a really giant bush and that, or tree, and that hotspot is almost getting it all. That is so usable. That's insane. I love that. Up the tree. Wow. That is just so cool. How perfect for just needing to see the entire contents of the tree up there. That's the fan you can hear, or you may not be able to hear it over the cars. Now I'm going to zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, that is fully zoomed, and across the field there, the camera is just failing at doing it justice, guys. I'm so sorry. I need to get a better camera for these night shots. What I'm seeing is this beam hit anything I pointed at, independent of how far away it is, and it shine it up like it's daytime. I got to be very mindful to keep it away from the traffic, but that is amazing. Across that field there is hundreds of meters. And I know this says up to 4K, so I'm not doing this justice, but it's hundreds of meters. And then when I point it up to the sky, it just goes. That's probably disturbing the windows of Martians up there. This thing is so cool. Now let's zoom it back in. Or back out, sorry. That's so cool. Acebeam. How's that? Honestly. I don't want to stop playing with this thing. Adam from Light Shop, sorry mate, I'm not sending it back. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I am. Now that's half zoomed. That's half zoomed. And that thing's just lighting up the entire way of the path, hundreds and hundreds of meters away. No problem at all. Now if I zoom in a bit more, far out. How's the technology? Jeez. This one goes straight to the pool room. Amazing. All right, I gotta head back to the lab before I get arrested for having a friggin' laser on me. See ya. All right, so that is an incredible light. I mean, do you even call it a light? Or do you call it a laser? Or do you call it, Zeus's lightning bolts? Like, what even do you call this thing? It's just so incredible. Final thoughts are, this is definitely way out of my league. It is amazingly cool and I love it. I'm not a search and rescue person. I'm not in the military. I'm not in the SES, although one day I really I do want to be, and I will be, because what they do is incredible, and very much needed. But, so I will have absolutely no use for this, but it is something that's absolutely incredible, and I'm just so appreciative to Adam and to Light Shop for sending it to me. I will link it in the description. You can buy it from Light Shop as well. So I'll link that in the description. All right, so thanks so much for watching, guys. And don't forget, like and subscribe. Does help the channel out. And until next time, stay cool, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.